How do you get so rich no one will believe you? Just picture this for a moment. You're sitting down with your friends, enjoying a nice meal, and someone asks you how your business venture is doing. You smile proudly and you say, I've had my first $10,000 month. Your friends stare at you in shock, in disbelief as they hear that statement. Really? They ask with enthusiasm. You must be lying. It's true, you say as you pull up your phone and show them your striped dashboard. Look, this is how I did it. Now I personally went from being broke, depressed just a couple years ago to now running a profitable online business and loving my life. And that is exactly why in this video I'm going to reveal the step-by-step process that you can follow to get rich. In fact, so rich that no one will even believe you. I'm personally using the same blueprint I'm about to share with you for completely free to make millions of dollars and to build my own empire. So by any means, if you simply got lost on YouTube, you don't care about making more money, being more successful, finally obtaining that dream life that you've always wanted, then click off this video right now. Otherwise, pay close attention. Step 1. You need to define what it means to be rich for you. Honestly, have you ever asked yourself, what is rich for you? If you get to $10,000 a month, do you consider yourself rich? Now that's it, you're successful, you've made it? Or is it when you get to $100,000 a year, to $5 million in annual revenue? Personally, I'm the type of person always setting goals, and then when I crush my goals, I just set the next big goal. It's this constant game of just becoming better, seeing just how much I can accomplish, how far I can push myself. You'd be surprised to realize that what you thought were your limits are actually nowhere near your limits. We can usually push so much more than we think. It happens every time in the gym. You think you're close to your maximum. You can't do one more rep. In reality, if you had a bunch of electrodes on your body and a bunch of researchers analyzing everything that goes on in your body as you're lifting the weight, you would come to realize that when you think you can't push more, you can actually do 5 more reps. Now, something you can do is to have your ideal lifestyle in mind, and then you want to reverse engineer to find out how much it would cost on a monthly basis. Because plenty of people say, I want to make $10,000 a month, but they don't even know why. That's the thing I ask people. Why $10,000 a month specifically? Why not $20,000 a month? Or why not $5,000 a month? You need to be crystal clear about what you want and why you want it. Because I can tell you that when you wake up, you haven't slept that much because you stayed up late, maybe you feel a bit sick, or you're just not motivated to sit down at your desk and to do the boring work that you need to do to move forward. It's only having a strong, a deep reason why you do things that will actually allow you to push past those negative emotions and do the work anyway. Plenty of people have this misconception. They think that successful people have naturally more willpower than the average person. In reality, it's simply that they know why they're doing things. So when it comes the time to do it, they do it anyway. If there is one thing I can guarantee, it's that without a strong vision of who you want to become and what kind of life you want to live, you will never achieve that. You could have the best GPS in the world, but if you don't give it a destination, it's going to be completely useless and you won't go anywhere. Step 2. Understand how money works. When you look at most movies, rich people are vilified. They make it look like they had to do questionable things from a moral point of view to amass their wealth. They had to screw people over, to walk on a mountain of cadavers, so to speak. And as a result, most people are afraid to speak of money. When somebody sees a nice car in the street, they think automatically that this person, because they have a lot of money, they had to do bad things to get there. And if you ask people how much money they make on a monthly basis, it's like you have committed a cardinal sin. People will look at you like you've just murdered someone right in front of their eyes. In reality, most people want to make more money, but they're simply too afraid to show it because they have been conditioned to think that money is bad and that if they want more of it, it makes them a bad person automatically. In reality, that is yet another trick used by the elites to keep most people poor. Because if you think that you don't deserve wealth, that you do not deserve to live a life of luxury and of abundance, guess what? You'll never roll up your sleeves, get to work day in, day out until you actually become wealthy yourself. So it's one less competitor for the elites. You've got to realize that if you want to make more money, money derives from value. Let's take the richest people on the planet as an example. They're all investors and entrepreneurs. Bill Gates created Microsoft and made computers available to most families across the globe. That is some massive value. Jeff Bezos revolutionized the way that billions of people from all countries shop online. Again, this has a profound impact on the lives of people. That is a lot of value. And if we take the example of Warren Buffett, he helped countless companies expand and make more profit. Understand this one thing. Producers make money while consumers spend money. Now that isn't to say that you should not consume anything. In fact, you need to consume things to be alive. You need to consume food, you need to have a roof over your head, and even if you want to build a thriving online business, you'll need to consume, whether it be books, videos, online courses, advice from other people. So bottom line, you can't just be a producer. However, the problem is that most people consume way more than they produce, and that is why they're not making as much money as they want to be making. If you spend all day playing video games, watching Netflix shows, no wonder why you're broke. You are being selfish. You're not providing any value to other people. But now the question you may ask is, how do I actually go about providing value to people? You need to find what problem people are facing and then come up with a solution to fix that painful problem. And if you do that, plenty of people will be willing to pay you to get access to that solution. And that is how you become very wealthy. Step 3. You need to start your own online business. Truth is, you could technically become rich with a career or by investing in the stock market or in real estate. The issue is that if you go down the real estate route, don't expect that you are going to become rich by simply investing on the side a couple hours a week, easy work, and you'll get rich over time. Real estate is a full-time job. And besides, if you are starting from nothing, you are going to be competing with the big corporations, the big companies that have billions of dollars to invest in real estate. Now, you could also just slowly climb the corporate ladder for decades on end, in fact, all of your life, working slave-like hours, like 80, 90 hours a week, but all of that without a guarantee you'll ever make 6, let alone 7 figures a year. And like I said, if you even reach that point, you'll still be working 80 to 100 hours a week. What a dream. The investment bankers, the lawyers, the surgeons, on the outside, they might look like they have an amazing life because they make so much money. They drive such nice cars. So most people look at them and think they have won at life. They're so lucky. In reality, you'd be surprised to discover that plenty of them are completely miserable and depressed. The reason being, they work 80 to 90 hours a week. They have no time for their friends and family. They had to give up many hobbies along the way. And even when they're on vacation, they never get to fully relax and unwind because they're constantly thinking about work or replying to work emails and colleagues. And then you could invest in the stock market for all of your life. If we do a quick simulation, you could invest $100 a month in the stock market with an initial payment of $1,000, and if you get a 10% return on your investment every year, which is completely possible because it's the historical average return on investment per year of the stock market. So it's not too crazy to aim for that. But in 60 years, you would end up with $3.9 million. I mean, the downside is that it took you 60 years to get to that point. So forget about enjoying your life while you're young. And let's say you're 20 years old. Who knows if you'll even make it to 80 years old? I started my own online business because I wanted to enjoy my wealth while I was young. I wanted to be free, to be able to travel whenever I wanted, to pick my own schedule, and to build my own empire. An online business allows you to do all of that. You can pick your own hours. You also have location freedom. You can work from wherever you want in the world, as long as you have a steady internet connection and a laptop. And obviously, you get financial freedom. There is no limit to how much money you can make in a month or in a year. And 1 year to the next, your income can literally 10x. Good luck trying to get this kind of outcome with a regular 9 to 5. Now, I can't really go too in depth in this video because otherwise it's going to be 5 hours long. But if you're interested in starting your own online business, you have no clue where to start, I have recorded a free video in which I'm going to analyze every popular online business model. Together, we'll take a look at the pros, at the cons, and I'm also going to share with you for completely free the 3-step process that you can use to start your business literally today and get your first customers as quickly as possible. The link is in the description below. Step number 4, reinvest in the business. Congratulations, you started your own online business and you got your first $10,000 a month. Now, what is the next step? I know it's very tempting to spend the money that you earned, to buy nice things for yourself, to take your friends and your family out to dinner and pay the bill. After all, now you're successful, so you deserve to enjoy the fruit of your labor. And on that, I completely agree with you. However, you need to be very careful. Now more than ever, you need to pay close attention to what you're doing and to how you're spending your money. Because I've seen plenty of new young entrepreneurs, they get to $10,000 a month and then they lose everything. They go right back to square one. And trust me, there is nothing more heartbreaking than starting to see some initial success. Your hard work starts to pay off. You start to make a couple $1,000s a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, but you lose everything because of a few stupid decisions. Now is the time to reinvest everything back in the business. Take it to $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. If you do that, you'll set yourself up for life and you'll never have to worry about having to work for a boss that you hate in a dead-end job or do things which you hate doing ever again. You'll be able to provide for the people that you love, to take care of them no matter what happens. You can go to peace at night knowing you've got enough money to secure yourself and your loved ones. Now, by all means, if you're satisfied with $10,000 a month, you can stop here. There's no shame in that. But if you're like me, you can't stop. It's in your nature to always want greater things, to always set bigger goals and crush them relentlessly. Step 5. Lose lips, sink ships. You want to be very careful of whom you share your successes with. The truth is that most people do not want to see you doing better than them. Plenty of people, you think they're your friends. In reality, they're only waiting to stab you in the back. Honestly, it's really during the tough times when you have nothing that you will find who is there for you and who is there to take advantage of you. On my journey to success, I lost plenty of people, plenty of friends. Because when you start to improve yourself, at some point, there is going to be a big mismatch between you and your old friends. You're working so hard, you're starting to get such results, and they haven't done anything. They're staying at the bottom while you are rising to the top. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to stir up jealousy. The more successful you become, the more famous you become, whether you be a successful business owner, a top athlete, a rising musician, plenty of people are only waiting for your downfall because it's one less competitor. And now if you fall, the spot is theirs to take. I don't personally tell people what I do for a living. In fact, I hate it when people ask me because I don't want to reveal my cards. Remember, loose lips sink ships. With that said, if you follow these 5 steps relentlessly, trust me when I say you will become so rich, no one will in fact believe you.